Hey guys, JB here from Alpha Wolf Consulting. Talking to you today about the unconditional mindset and sort of what we're working on understanding and starting to understand is through practicing the unconditional mindset. What we're trying to do is start to understand the difference between the unconditional aspect of life and the conditional aspect of life. So to really understand this, what we are looking at trying to conceptualize is this idea that the conditional aspects of life are not sort of what create life. Like the conditional aspects of wealth, of financial or material wealth, of validation from others, of recognition from others, of love from others. Okay, so like all these aspects are moot or null and void points. Like with material wealth, I'm creating the belief within myself through a conditional mindset that should I have material wealth, it means I'm allowed to be at peace. It means I'm allowed to feel relaxed. It means I'm allowed to feel good about myself. I'm allowed to feel wealthy within myself. Should I have validation and recognition from others, I'm allowed to feel, confident. I'm allowed to have belief in myself. Like just realize like the conditional mindset is the egotistical mindset. It is based within the ego. And the ego tries to say, I am not going to allow you to feel good about who you are unless others, say how good you are. And the reason for this is it's a way of standing hierarchy. Do you sort of get it? If all people come to me and say how amazing and great I am, well, that means that they think, highly of me. That means that they think a certain way. They perceive me to be in a position, on a pedestal. Do you sort of get it? So just start to realize that the ego creates this belief that I need external validation or external results or external proof for me to allow myself to internally feel. Do you sort of get it? So when we're starting to understand this, what we are working on understanding is the irrelevance of the external. Okay, now we're not talking in terms of survival. As much as I want to think of myself as being fully hydrated, unless I drink water, I will die. Water is needed for the body. If I don't breathe, I will die. Air is needed for the body. Do you sort of get it? If I don't eat, I will die. Nutrition's needed for the body. Outside of this, it's all bullshit. Do you sort of get it? If other people don't believe in me, I don't need them to believe in me for me to believe in me. If other people don't love me, I don't need them to love me for me to love me. Outside of survival, the external environment is like irrelevant. Do you sort of get it? So just start to understand this, that what we are learning within the unconditional mindset is the reprogramming of our perception of our external environment to realizing what is real or necessary for me to survive as a human being, and then seeing all the different illusions of what is irrelevant. Other people's opinion of me, motherfucking irrelevant. Do you sort of get it? How other people treat me, irrelevant. Do you sort of get it? What other people think about my wealth, what wealth I have, what money I have. Like, to a certain point in time, money is a necessity for survival. Outside of survival, it is irrelevant in the sense that what you are trying to buy with money, okay, is not survival. You are trying to buy different emotional states. If I go out to a cheap restaurant and get a cheap meal, if I go out to a fancy restaurant and get a fancy meal, there is no difference. Now, you can always argue that there are differences in quality of food, in quality of nutrition, and so on and so forth. But through understanding this, there is no difference between me getting a $5 hamburger and me getting a $30 hamburger. The only difference is I'm allowed to feel a certain way. Should I buy a $30 hamburger and should I buy a $5 hamburger, I can feel a certain way. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's all ego. Do you get it? Like, ego is the identity of self, or ego is the aspect of our conscious awareness, the aspect that tries to individualize my identity to being this, who you see in front of you. Do you sort of get it? But this identity of self is something that I have created. Do you sort of get it? Just like everyone has created it. So we just start to understand that the conditional mindset is the mindset of the ego that states that a $30 hamburger makes me feel 100 times better than a $5 hamburger. That a $100,000 car makes me feel better than a $10,000 car. That having a car makes me feel better than not having a car. Like, it's all what you want. Do you sort of get it? So, like, starting to understand this is in an unconditional reality. I am allowed to feel as if I have a $100,000 car, if I have no car. Like, it's an emotional state. It's an internal state of being, that experience or feeling. I do not need an external condition to be met to feel it. Do you sort of get it? So when we're starting to understand this, what we are working on understanding is what motivates human beings is emotional or experiential states of being. Do you sort of get it? Why do you want to be in love? Why do you want to find a partner? Like, do you understand? So that I can have an emotional or an experiential state or an experiential sort of feeling within my life, an experience, and I can feel a certain emotional state. Do you sort of get it? But outside of that, like, what is it? Like, you can't stand being by yourself, you can't talk to yourself, you can't cook for yourself, you can't earn for yourself, you can't take care of yourself. Like, do you sort of get it? So, like, understand this, that it is, should I have someone, a love in life, I am now able to feel a certain level of love in life. I am able to feel, like I am experiencing a certain dimension or aspect of life. So what we're working on understanding is, if those internal experiences or those internal emotional states of being are what I seek to feel or to experience within life, why do I need to meet external conditions for what is inherently an internal process? Do you sort of get it? So if we're experiencing or understanding it as an internal state of being, an internal process, I am allowed to bypass the need for a condition, for conditions to be met, for a conditional mindset. And I am now able to experience everything. So when I am, for example, searching for love, to feel love in life, anyone who shows me love, I'm going to, sort of similar to trauma bond, I'm going to bond with them over a reciprocal need to feel love, codependent. When I experience and feel love within myself, and I experience and feel the love that I want, when I am looking for a partner, I am looking for someone to share my time with, someone that shares in my values, someone that shares in the way in which I wish to experience and play through life. Do you sort of get it? It's different, because I'm not looking for them to fulfill an internal state of being. Does this make sense? When I think about, or when I search or seek for my career in life, if I am looking to obtain recognition, validation, external success, wealth, money, whatever it is, my motivations in that career are not going to be the motivations that I want. Do you sort of get it? I'm going to go into, or try to move a career into becoming the highest of value in terms of monetary gain or recognition. So I'm going to be out there seeking monetary gain or recognition within my career. Do you sort of get it? I'm going to take actions that aren't aligned with my authentic or true version. Because for example, if I am in my career and utilizing my career as a way in which I serve and contribute to society, to the overall aspect of the whole, as in my community, I'm going to take different aspects than if I am just looking for wealth, than if I am just looking for recognition. Do you sort of get it? If I'm looking for recognition in my career, well, I need people to validate me and give me that recognition. If I am looking for wealth within my career, every action I do must generate and create wealth. Do you sort of get it? Income, money. If I'm looking at my career as a way of serving my community, every action that I take must go to, or must impact or benefit those around me. Do you sort of get it? It must serve the greater whole. Now, it's very important for us to start to understand this, that my motivations, or the reasons in which I take actions and make decisions, influences and affects the outcome of those decisions. The ends or the means do not justify the end. That how I obtain wealth, how I obtain recognition, how I benefit others, okay? The outcome is a sum total of the quality of the actions. The actions are not justifications for the outcome. So any action does not, if I get the result and I've lied, cheated and stolen, that does not justify having the result, no matter what anyone else says. So when we start to understand this, we start to understand the value of the internal state and how the internal state dictates the external experience. And that's true power.